back to 5-Star Matchup. If you like what we do, make sure you're subscribed now and head over to patreon.com/5SMU to join our awesome Discord server to support the show. Well, what do we have here? A Monday night matchup at home in the color rushes? Hey, you know, I'll be the first to question these 2025 Pittsburgh Steelers, but this is about as close as it gets to a lock. Steelers dub incoming in 5, 4, 3, 2. Enter the terrible Tua, who was once considered the most coveted prospect in the sport. Don't act like he wasn't, he was. And he's leading a suddenly surging Dolphins into Acrisure with a hearty run game in tow. Because of course they do, the Dolphins get this one started with a wide open catch and run for 20, and sure, why not? Defense? I barely know her. Awesome play here though by Alexander the Great to absolutely eat this fullback alive. Hey man, isn't that like your only job? And A-Chain goes nowhere, putting the Finns' lowly passing attack well behind the sticks. Facing a 3rd and 7, Tua steps up but fires a short and wobbly quacker that skips helplessly, and it's right over to Aaron and the boys in black. Enter the second oldest quarterback in the league, Aaron freaking Rodgers, coming off maybe his best game as a Steeler, and he's looking to get some cold weather mojo working. Facing a 3rd and 8 right off the bat, he says, "Fuck it, Gainwell over there somewhere," and flicks one out to everyone's favorite scatback extraordinaire, but the Jazzman comes up painfully short of the sticks, and it's right back over to Tua's Teal Brigade. They get it working with a slice up the gut for the speedy A-Chain, followed by, in the words of DJ Khaled, another one. And on the ensuing first, it's a completion over the middle to the waddling Penguin, and suddenly the Dolphins are in business. Worry not though, Steel Faithful, because also in the words of DJ Khaled, congratulations, you played yourself. Tua hucks a flightless bird that wobbles lovingly into the arms of freshly minted Steeler Asante Samuel Jr., and he gobbles it up for a game-shifting INT. Just a brutally awful read, throw, whatever you want to call it from Tagovailoa, who looks just completely lost these days. Keep getting that check though, man. Steelers get it going with a toss to the Polynesian Pinball, who rockets forward for a few, and on 3rd and 1, it's the patented Connor Hayward tush push, which goes nowhere. But hey, you know what I always say, the only thing better than Darnell Washington smashing directly into Connor Hayward's ass is doing it twice in a row, and so it is. 2nd and 10, Aaron's chilling in a comfy cool pocket for a full 2 minutes before he lobs over the middle and through the woods to DeKalen's house we go. DK snares it and gallops for a field flipping first. Is this passing game starting to work? 3rd and 3, Rodgers short arms one to the short armed one, Calvin Austin, but that's okay because all we do is convert fourths now, and you got a better chance of Patrick Mahomes playing in the playoffs this year than you do of stopping Kenny G on a 4th and gotta have it. Steelers moving and shaking on the cusp of Boz's range. Unfortunately, the next 3 plays, though, they go duck, duck, goose as they pull Rodgers down for the drive-stalling sack. Lots of time off the clock, but nary a point to show for it as we head already into the 2nd quarter. Over to the Dolphins, and it's a little window dressing to get the ball out quick. Trust me, you don't want Tua holding on to it for too long. That's when the thinking gets going. And on 3rd and 2, he tucks and runs, but slides short of the sticks for some reason. And this drive is deader than Mike McDaniel's head coaching career after this year. Back to the Steelers, and it's the solar-powered all-electric Great run gets called back by the hold, but it matters not. Rodgers hunts and pecks a few to Thielen, still a weird sentence, followed by some wild elephant on 2nd, but on 3rd, he again goes down like a 42-year-old sack of bricks, and we're still stuck in neutral. Dolphins get going as they always do on the ground, and on gotta have it 3rd, Tua escapes the pocket and fires just over the leaping Eccles to A-Chain for a field flipper and a crucial first for the Finns. A couple plays later, though, it's 3rd and 1, and we're running the Queen's Gambit. Patrick Queen fires through for the stuff and stick, notching probably the most memorable play of his Steelers tenure so far, and the Dolphins are held to a measly consolation kick. They break the tie first, 3-0. Steelers feeling the urgency with time ticking in the 2nd now, get it going with a flip out to the Uber athlete Jonnu Smith, and my God, that man had a family. He doesn't anymore, though. Former Dolphin Jonnu just bounces off this guy like he was a child trying to tackle his drunken uncle at the function, and the Steelers are already across midfield. Only thing nicer than one tight end is another, and why not flip it out to the largest man on the field for an easy as pie first down? Pie. If I were the Dolphins, I think I'd keep someone on Kenny G in pass coverage, but I'm not, so they don't, and Aaron just keeps them matriculating right down the field. Are you hearing that? Kenny G just keeps on running past dudes. Yeah, I just love these shots. No comment. Steelers run a not very effective screen, hate these down here, never enough space, followed by a run for nothing, and they find themselves facing another 4th. And why not just keep pushing that tush, son? Jalen Hurts, who? First and 10, A-Rod catches the backer in a little choose-your-own-adventure, and he fires again to a wide-open Gainwell, who can't quite score, but gets to the sticks, and the Steelers are set up nicely to not just take the lead, but drain the clock. Kenny gets another chance, but no dice. That's okay because the face mask pulls him closer and takes more time. Another one goes directly into a brick wall. Time keeps ticking. And on third, it's like I always say, if Connor Hayward's ass can't score, nobody's can. Darnell and co rocket directly into the gluteus maximus of Hayward the Younger, and he falls forward for the seal-breaking score. Steelers got on the board with a back-breaking touchdown drive that feels like it was worth 20 points. Pittsburgh 7, Miami 3. Finns run one more play for some reason, and we head in for orange slices and pretzel rods with the score the same. Do you find yourself late at night watching all 22 footage of Dylan Cook blocking Bradley Chubb? Do you constantly notice your wife or girlfriend's eyes glazing over as you talk about whether or not Derek Harmon practiced on a random Wednesday? Then you need to join our Discord server. Head over to patreon.com/5SMU to support the show and get access to our very fun Discord server that's active 24/7, 365. Do it. Now roll the game. We're back and we're handing it to the all-electric solar-powered meatball who's bouncing forward once, twice, 3 times a lady for a very Jerome Bettis-like first 11 yards in a cloud of dust. First and 10 now, and Kenny gets all the love, but would you look at these f***ing tight ends sealing the edge? We know Darnell can block, but even Jonnu's getting in on the action. Gainwell zip-zaps past the D, rolling deep into Dolphins territory until a man I once knew kindly escorts him out of bounds with a gentle push. Steelers in business early in the third. Second and 7, Aaron says enough of this shit, and he fakes and pulls, waits, and fires to a wide-open Marquez Valdez-Scantling for a scintillating touchdown. Beauty of a pitch and catch for the old man and his old friend, and the Steelers are threatening to run away with this one on a very frigid Monday night. Back to the Dolphins, and they're trying, but failing, to get it going on the ground. Against this defense? Are you serious? And on third, it's the Sultan. Jalen Ramsey screaming through the line on a delayed blitz and knocking Tua into next week for the drive-ending sack. Great play by Ramsey, you love to see it, but honestly, what the hell is Tua doing? Throw it away, man. Back to the Steelers, and I just want you to notice these formations tonight. See anything? We're running an offense that looks a lot more like the one we saw Aaron Rodgers run for 20 damn years, and I, for one, am happy to see it. Speaking of Rodgers, he dips into his old bag of tricks here, catching the Dolphins running one off to steal a free first. The Sky Judge even had to buzz down because the regular refs didn't see what the quarterback did, and the Steelers are on the move again. Another one of these for Gainwell grabs the first, and we're right back into Dolphins territory. Yoy! Aaron almost throws a pick here, but thankfully it bounces on the frozen tundra, and we live to fight another down. Third and 6 now, and would you look at this Jason Witten type from the Muth Man? Why oh why is this not a regular part of our offense? I'll never know. And that sets up our 5-star.
Playing the game.
Deserves more playing time. On third down. Got it to DK Metcalf. And fighting his way for the touchdown.
Oh boy, now this is a grown man throw. A grown man catch, and an unfortunate mauling of a dear old friend. Aaron fires an absolute primetime laser right past the diving defender to his number 1 man DK, who snags it, tosses the mink man to the side like he was a candy bar wrapper, and rumbles into the end zone for the lead extending score. Back to Tua and team, and yeah, they're going nowhere. Tua does his best to throw another pick, but he barely misses. But it matters not because on third and forever, he lumbers away gingerly from the pass rush until Peyton Wilson absolutely lays the wood for the drive-ending sack. Again, I'm a Steelers fan, I'll take it, but what the heck are you doing, man? Get rid of that thing. Back to Aaron and the boys facing a quick third and long, and he's firing short of the sticks of the always open Muth man, who snags it and gets slammed short of the line. But wait, there's more. Jordan Brooks stands, I guess, menacingly over Muth, drawing the ire of the Zebras, and a free 15. I'll take it, but again, what are we doing? Dolphins in need of big changes, if you ask me. Gainwell gains well yet again, and we head into the fourth and final stanza. Because there's always money in the Muth man, Aaron fires another precise laser. Does he even have any incompletions tonight? And 88 is off to the races with another huge chunk through the air. A couple plays later, it's a check down flip to Jay without a teal soul anywhere near him. Madman Art Smith draws up a diabolical toss play to his tight end Jonnu Smith, who finds the perfect gap created by Darnell and Thielen, and screams past the D for the unlikely rushing score that must feel oh so good against the team that traded him. Steelers on top 28-3 after 4 straight touchdowns, if you can believe that. And this one is all but over. We're going to call this one early in the interest of time, but all you need to know is the Dolphins proceeded to take forever on successive touchdown drives, but convert neither two-point conversion and run out of time. And say it with me, your Pittsburgh Steelers are 8-6. So are we starting to believe? Just a little? Okay, I'll concede this performance, arguably the Steelers' most complete drubbing since the 50-point outburst that ended Cam Newton's career in 2018, has me starting to believe for the first time this season. Granted, the Dolphins are bad. They were hot coming in, but their quarterback is just a husk out there. And if this hadn't become a blowout, I feel confident that they wouldn't have scored a single touchdown on the night. But still, the Steelers' offense led by Aaron Rodgers is starting to look like what I was envisioning when they signed him. Thanks in part to the late season additions of Rodgers' buddies MVS and Adam Thielen, Art Smith is finally dialing up more shotgun spread formations that play to Aaron's 20-plus years of experience, utilizing his greatest strength, which is pre- and post-snap processing. I think you're seeing the pass game kick into gear these last 2 weeks thanks to this, and I for one am elated at this evolution. If the offense plays like it has the last 2 weeks, they've got a puncher's chance against anybody. The defense obviously still has giant questions looming. While this performance was tremendous, it was again against the lowly Dolphins in the freezing cold. I can't take too much away from that, to be honest. The real test will come next week against the always potent Detroit Lions. If they come away from that game continuing to look improved, it's officially time to buy in. Regardless, we're looking at a team that in mid-December controls their own fate. That alone is an improvement on most recent years, and it's up to them to snag the AFC North crown for the first time in 5 years. If they can do that, they'll host a home playoff game, giving them a leg up on getting their first playoff dub in what feels like a century. It's all very exciting, for once. Before that though, we're on to Detroit. Here we go.